Tam say goodbye. She's ready to take you to new heights. All you gonna do is open your mind. Take a ride and let deep dive into your life.
Hello, welcome to Tam's Life Advice, where I give you a little advice from an ENFJ counselor perspective. So let me start by asking you a question, and you're welcome to answer in the comment section. What is something that you're the worst at? Something that you are really bad at? And can you even admit something that you're bad at? A lot of people feel terribly embarrassed by certain things, you know what I'm saying? So some things are so personal that you don't want anybody to know. But then we're living in an age of transparency where people overshare and they aren't afraid to share what they're bad at. So is there something that you're just not very good at all? Share it in the comment section below. I know as a kid growing up, I was terrible at sports, like embarrassingly terrible. Couldn't catch, hit, throw, none of that. Run fast, none of that. So how about, are you the worst at change? And that's what we're going to focus on in this video. Are you good at handling change? Are you terrible at handling change? If you look at Myers-Briggs personality types, which ones do you think would be the most flexible or the best at pivoting in difficult situations? What pops into my head, I would think probably maybe ESFPs, ESTPs, maybe ENTPs, probably anybody in the SP family. Maybe some intuitive perceivers, P's, intuitives, perceivers, you know, those types might be the best at pivoting. But I'm an ENFJ and I feel like I am horrible at change. I don't adapt very quickly, I feel. I mean, I guess it kind of depends on the situation, but let's take the pandemic, for example. How well have you been able to pivot and adjust to change? When it comes to the pandemic, I've actually seen a number of SPs who haven't actually been able to pivot or change at all when it comes to the new rules about social distancing, wear your mask. Like, some of them do it well and some of them have the most difficult time. So in that case, you could phrase it as, are you good at following rules? So it depends on how you frame things, right? Because I was able to pivot in that situation pretty well, even though I didn't think that I could. How does your Myers-Briggs type react to big changes in life, which we've all experienced? And it's been a huge challenge, right? So when I'm experiencing a big change, I usually feel very cranky, irritable, not very nice, snappy. That's how I feel at first. It takes me a moment. And then once I adapt, then I'm okay. But I need a couple of days to feel agitated, frustrated. That's just me. I don't like change very much, and it's hard for me. So how do you handle change, especially with the pandemic? Like, how do you have any coping strategies that you use? One of the things you can do is try to find some humor in it. Like, there have been some moments where out somewhere and I look up and I see people with masks and I think, this is so funny. You know, like, try to find something funny in the situation, right? Another thing you can do is, sometimes do the opposite of what you really feel, because we want to fight change, right? We're angry about it. We're irritated about it. We want it to go away. But why not just embrace it and acknowledge it and say, yeah, I'm going through a change and I don't like it, but it's happening. Why not embrace it, right? If you like routine, then create a schedule, because that's going to create a sense of security and make you feel some level of comfort, and keep that schedule as much as possible. So schedule in some things to make you feel secure and safe. Seek some support if you need to. That could be some counseling. That could be a lot of churches, call your local church, or even some big name churches like Lakewood, Joel Osteen's church, Stephen Furtick, T.D. Jakes. All of them have prayer lines, TBN. If you can't just go to a therapist, you might want to call a prayer line for somebody to pray for you. Write down some positive things that have happened as a result of this, how it has made your life better. Maybe it's helped you to structure yourself in a whole different way, and maybe be proactive. Think of something positive that you can do, or something. Definitely find at least one thing that you can enjoy, that you can look forward to, that you put into your week. It's like the pandemic has intensified how we feel about people sometimes. So if you're stressed out because you're working with difficult people, you can always check out my book, The Workplace Narcissist by Tamara Hunter Zyon, with a Y, on Amazon. Until next time, go make your life work for you. Yeah.
Personality disorders, stay away from them narcs. Watch your personality target, you know who you are. Welcome to Tam Psych Advice.